A historic night just unfolded as the team not only secured a commanding sweep but also shattered a franchise record with an unbelievable 19 strikeouts in a single game. On top of that, a superstar finally notched his first win, adding even more electricity to a performance fans will never forget. This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement of dominance that sent shockwaves through the league and raised expectations sky high for what's next. How did everything come together so perfectly? What does this record-breaking display say about the team's future? And could this be the turning point that defines the season? Stay tuned, because this unforgettable sweep is only the beginning. If you're a Dodgers fan or even just a baseball lover, you're going to love this story because it's one of those nights that felt like a statement game for Los Angeles. Shohei Ohtani, the global superstar who joined the Dodgers in one of the biggest free agent deals in sports history, finally checked off another box with the team. He got his very first win as a pitcher wearing Dodger blue. And as if that wasn't enough to fire up the fan base, the Dodgers pitching staff combined to strike out a jaw-dropping franchise record 19 batters in a dominant 5-1 win over the Cincinnati Reds, completing the sweep and sending a clear message that this team is built to intimidate. Right from the first pitch, there was a buzz around Dodger Stadium. Fans came in knowing they had the chance to witness something special, and Shohei Ohtani did not disappoint. He looked sharp, confident, and comfortable on the mound, like a man fully embracing the moment. You could almost feel the weight lifting off his shoulders as he settled in. This wasn't just another start, it was a statement outing, the one where he showed that he's not only here to hit towering home runs but also to dominate as a pitcher. And with the offense clicking and the bullpen untouchable, it all added up to a night that will be remembered for a long time. Ohtani worked his way through the Reds lineup with a kind of calculated calm. He was mixing his pitches beautifully, using that fastball to set the tone, then dropping in his splitter and slider at the perfect moments to keep hitters off balance. The Reds, who came into the game with some momentum and power in their lineup, just couldn't figure him out. Every at-bat looked like a battle they were losing from the start. Fans were on their feet every time he had 2 strikes, and the energy inside the stadium was electric. But the story didn't stop at Ohtani. This was a full-team pitching showcase. After Ohtani handed the ball over, the Dodgers bullpen picked up right where he left off. Pitcher after pitcher came in and kept piling up the strikeouts, mowing down Reds hitters in historic fashion. By the time the final out was recorded, the Dodgers had struck out 19 batters, the most in franchise history for a 9-inning game. Think about that for a second. A team with as rich a history as the Dodgers, with legends like Sandy Koufax, Clayton Kershaw, Don Drysdale, and countless others who have defined pitching dominance, had never seen a strikeout performance like this one. And it happened in a game where Ohtani got his very first win with the team. Talk about poetic. The offense also did their part to make sure this night was a complete performance. Mookie Betts set the tone early with his discipline at the plate and ability to get on base. Freddie Freeman showed once again why he's one of the most reliable hitters in the game, driving in runs and keeping the pressure on Cincinnati's pitching. Then, of course, Ohtani himself contributed at the plate, proving once again why he's the ultimate two-way player. Every time he steps up, fans hold their breath because they know something spectacular could happen. He didn't disappoint, adding a key hit that fueled the Dodgers' momentum. The Dodgers' dugout was buzzing all game long. You could see the confidence, the energy, and the unity of this group. This wasn't just another win. This was the kind of game that shows you what this team is capable of when all the pieces are firing at the same time. Ohtani on the mound, the bullpen slamming the door shut, the lineup producing runs in clutch moments. It was a complete package, the kind of performance that gets opponents nervous and fans thinking about October. For Ohtani, this first win as a Dodger carries extra weight. Remember, there's been so much pressure on him since he signed that historic deal to come to Los Angeles. Every move he makes is under a microscope, and fans have been eagerly waiting for him to deliver not just with the bat but also as a pitcher. Injuries in the past created questions about how often he'd pitch, how effective he'd be, and whether he could really handle the workload of being a two-way star. Well, this game answered a lot of those questions. He looked dominant, he looked healthy, and most importantly, He looked like he belonged at the front of this rotation. And let's be real, the Reds didn't stand much of a chance with the way the Dodgers were locked in. Cincinnati had a few flashes here and there, but every time it looked like they might get something going, a Dodgers pitcher shut the door with another strikeout. It was almost unfair at times. 19 strikeouts is the kind of number you usually only see in video games or when one pitcher has the night of his life. But for the Dodgers to do it collectively, across the entire pitching staff, shows the depth and versatility that makes them such a dangerous team. The Dodgers fans inside the stadium knew they were witnessing history. You could hear the roar with every strikeout piling up. By the time they hit the late innings and the record came into sight, the energy was off the charts. Every pitch was met with anticipation, every strikeout celebrated like a home run. And when that 19th K was recorded, the place erupted. This wasn't just a win, it was a celebration of dominance, a night when everything clicked. Looking at the bigger picture, this sweep of the Reds feels like another stepping stone in the Dodgers season. They're not just beating teams, they're crushing them. And it's happening in different ways. Sometimes it's the offense exploding for double-digit runs, sometimes it's the pitching staff shutting opponents down, and sometimes, like in this game, it's a combination of both. That balance is what makes this Dodgers team so scary. They're not reliant on one player, one star, or one aspect of the game. They have the depth, the talent, and the mentality to win in every possible way. And for fans who have been waiting to see Shohei Ohtani fully embrace his role as both hitter and pitcher with the Dodgers, this night felt like the payoff. He's already been delivering with the bat all season, hitting home runs that leave fans shaking their heads in disbelief. But now, adding his first pitching win to the story, it feels like the complete Shohei Ohtani experience is here. He's not just a piece of this puzzle, he's the centerpiece. After the game, you could tell how much this moment meant to him. Ohtani is usually calm and reserved in interviews, but there was a quiet pride in his words. He talked about trusting his stuff, leaning on his teammates, and just focusing on doing his job. But you could also see that spark in his eyes, that sense of relief and joy that comes with finally achieving something special in front of a fan base that has embraced him like no other. The Dodgers didn't just sign a player when they brought in Ohtani, they brought in a phenomenon, and nights like this are why the hype was worth it. So where does this leave the Dodgers? Well, right now, they look like a team that's sending a message to the rest of Major League Baseball. We're not just here to compete, we're here to dominate. With Ohtani pitching like this, the bullpen racking up strikeouts at a record pace, and the offense consistently producing, it's hard to find weaknesses in this team. Sure, baseball is a long season and there will be bumps along the road, but performances like this show the ceiling is sky high. As for the Reds, this was a tough pill to swallow. Getting swept is never fun, but getting completely shut down like this leaves a mark. They'll go back and regroup, but they know firsthand now just how dangerous the Dodgers can be when they're firing on all cylinders. For Dodgers fans, this was one of those games that you'll talk about for years. Remember the night Ohtani got his first win, and the Dodgers struck out 19? That's the kind of memory that sticks. And it's not just about history, it's about what it signals for the future. If this is what Ohtani and the Dodgers can do in May, just imagine what they'll be capable of when October rolls around. So let's wrap it up by saying this: Shohei Ohtani's first win as a Dodger wasn't just another game in the long MLB season. It was a turning point, a reminder of why he's such a once-in-a-lifetime talent, and a showcase of the Dodgers' overwhelming power. With a franchise record 19 strikeouts and a 5-1 sweep clinching victory over the Reds, the Dodgers sent a message loud and clear: the road to the World Series is going to go through Los Angeles. And if Ohtani keeps pitching like this, the rest of baseball better buckle up. If you're loving the way Ohtani and the Dodgers are playing, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates. This season is already shaping up to be unforgettable, and we're going to be here every step of the way.